Hi everyone, I want to talk to you a little bit about citations. So in this course, you're being asked to use the APSA citation style format. So you might not have used that before. It's pretty similar to Chicago style if you are familiar with using that, but don't confuse it with APA. They're not the same. In your first library assignment, you are going to be asked to provide correct APSA citations and you will be graded on the accuracy. So it's really important that you pay attention. One of the things you might not want to hear that I am going to tell you is that I would not really rely on citation generators to make these citations for you. If you go into the library databases, APSA is not one of the citations that's normally found as kind of a pre-formatted citation. So you are going to need to pay attention to the guide and the cheat sheet provided in the library course guide to kind of make sure that those citations are formatted properly for you. All the information that you need is there. It's just a matter of putting it in the correct format. So the first thing that I want to talk about, it starts here on page 17 of the APSA manual, and this is available for you to download from your course guide, and it's also freely available on the web. So if you search for APSA citation guide, it will come right up and you can access it, but it's also in your course guide. You do need to provide in-text citations. So we see an example right here with an in-text citation. So we have the author, we have no comma, and we have the year, and this is in parentheses at the end of a quoted statement. We have some other examples of how this could work. So you could list the author's name, and then you would just put the year in parentheses right after. And similar to other citation formats, if you're dealing with up to 3 authors, you're going to need to list all of those authors each time that you're making a citation. And if you are dealing with more than 4, after the first, even in the first reference, we're going to use the first author's last name, and then et al., no comma, as you can see, the year, and then close parentheses. If you are working, let's say, with something put out by the UN or another type of corporate author that doesn't have one author's name, so it doesn't say Emily Marass title, but instead it's an organization, something like that, you still treat that as an author. You have a corporate author available, you can use that. So you wouldn't necessarily then need to put the title there of the article. If there's no author at all whatsoever, you may want to put the title of the article or the document, but it's still important that you cite with whichever information you have available. So I would really encourage you to read through the examples given in the APSA manual, the full version, as well as the cheat sheet that I provided. That gives some additional formats that you may encounter. And if you have any further questions, you can ask me.